Hey fight fans, my name's Flying Brian J, and I'm here to talk about my top 3 fights that I think you should watch happening this coming Saturday at UFC Fight Night 127 in the middle of the G-dang afternoon. This week I don't have an honorable mention spot, but I am going with a couple of fighters who I think that you need to pay attention to that really aren't in my top 3 fights to watch this weekend. Number 1 in this category is Ragin' Cajun Johnson. He's coming off of a huge knockout victory over Adriano Martins, and he's one of the most vocal people in the UFC for a fighters union. I'm interested to see if he can get past the younger version of Ross Pearson in Stevie Ray. Number 2 in this category is Tom the Fire Kid Duquesnoy. He has a lot of potential. In his UFC debut against Patrick Williams, he showed that he has a savage finishing ability. He's got very good elbows. He showed some decent takedown defense in that fight. He did have a hiccup in his last bout against Cody Stamann. I'm really excited to see if he can showcase his stand-up ability against Tyrion Ware this coming Saturday. Now, number 3 is the co-main event of the evening, Jimmy the Poster Boy Manuwa versus Jan Blachowicz. This is a rematch. The first fight happened 3 G-dang years ago. Jimmy Manuwa has only not finished his opponent in victory one time in his entire career, and that was that fight 3 years ago against Jan Blachowicz. He finishes everybody. He's got brutal knockout power. He's aging a little bit, but he's got really solid striking with his boxing, anti-wrestling a little bit, and Jan Blachowicz has a really powerful kicking game, and he showed that he does have some takedowns in his back pocket. I'm interested to see what choice he makes coming into this fight, if he will go to try to take Manuwa down, and how it will play out, because I do think most of it will happen on the feet. And if somebody gets finished, well, we'll all be really happy no matter who you're going for. Manuwa versus Blachowicz, the rematch. It should be a lot of fun. Number 2 is the main event, Fabricio Cavallo Verdum versus Alexander Volkov. Verdum, he's a goofball. He's gonna do some goofy ass shit in that octagon. He might come out with a flying sidekick to the face like he did against Travis Brown. He might flop to his back and call his opponent into his guard. He's gonna make some goofy faces. Perhaps he'll run at his opponent. He's known as a jiu-jitsu guy, but he showed a really dynamic striking game against the likes of Roy Nelson. He even contended with Alistair Overeem on the feet, and he's a guy that is going to be at the top of this division for another year or so, and he's been there for a while. He's the former heavyweight champion of the world. Alexander Volkov, he's a guy that if he gets this victory, he's going to breathe some life into the really shallow UFC heavyweight division. He's only 29 years old. He's coming into this fight on a 5-fight winning streak. His last victory was a finish over Stefan Struve. Volkov uses his range well. He's not immune to going for a takedown, and like I said, maybe if he wins, the UFC's heavyweight division won't be as Jurassic, ancient as it currently is toward the top there, sans Francis Ngannou. Now, the number 1 fight that I think you should watch this coming Saturday, it's not a fight at all. I'm just super pumped that this thing is happening on UFC Fight Pass, like I said at the beginning, in the middle of the afternoon. The first bunch of fights are going to happen super fast because Fight Pass pacing is superior to FS1 pacing, and then it's in the middle of the afternoon on St. Paddy's Day, so when the fights are over, when Fabricio Verdum defeats Volkov, which I think he will do, you can still go out and enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Great pacing, great fights toward the top there. The last 2 are a lot of fun, and then you're gonna be able to maybe you're a person who wants to spend that Saturday evening with your family, or you want to get lit, get a little bit drunk on some green beer, whatever. I know it's a curveball, but the number 1 best thing about this fight card is it's early and it's gonna be quick. Please, if you agree with me, give the video a thumbs up. If you disagree, tell me about it in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Namaste. Namaste.